Hey there, my name is John. This is In Air Outdoors. Welcome to the channel. This is going to be the first of fuel fill-ups. I know some of you are probably interested in what the 2.7 liter V6 and the 2024 Ranger offers in terms of fuel economy. So I'm going to start posting, probably not every fill-up, but every other fill-up, what I'm getting. I'll have a spreadsheet if you want to track it that way. And going into it, know a couple things. One, I don't do a whole lot of interstate driving. I'll go on some big trips, but that's about it. Most of my driving is below 45 miles per hour around town, stop and go. That is definitely going to affect the fuel economy. Additionally, I am putting a camper on the top at some point, hopefully in January. That will affect the fuel economy as well. So take all this with a grain of salt. Having read the Bronco forums and a couple other forums, there is a break-in period for this engine. It increases its fuel economy as it goes, so we're very early in that process. So I'm going to be hopefully doing more updates around the 1,000-mile mark, maybe do some specific fuel economy tests. I'm about 3 weeks into ownership. I did go on vacation during this time, so I haven't driven as much as I normally would. 322 miles. The Trip 1 odometer system was reset at 302 miles. It's saying that my average speed has been about 20 miles per hour. My miles per gallon during this time is 17.4, and my total time driving is 15. I'm going to leave Trip 1 for my use and then use Trip 2, reset it every fuel economy check, every gas tank fill up. It does show 3 miles to empty on the right, and that started counting down, and this turned orange at 50 miles to go. Additionally, when that happened, it started popping up in the Apple CarPlay a low gas mileage warning where near gas stations are. So I'm going to go and fill her up, and we'll do a little bit of math. I'll update the spreadsheet, and it'll be below. All right. Make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe to this if something you're interested in. Now I managed to drive around until I got to 0 to empty. Let's talk about the fuel tank a little bit. So it's 18.7, has a push to open. I don't believe it actually locks. And then a capless fill. And I've never actually used one of these before. So let's get pumping. All right, so I'm going to use TFL's kind of methodology if I'm going to give it actually 15 seconds and then wait till the second click just to make sure there's nothing still in the fuel system trickling down. So that's about now. Got to switch to voiceover because my mic stopped working. But as you can see, this is that spreadsheet I was talking about. We're going to call it 324.4 miles because I don't know how much fuel it had in when I picked it up. They said the tank was full, but I don't know if they fully filled it up. This was also in the break-in period, so who knows? So 324.4 miles, and we'll call it 18.615 gallons. I did put 87 octane in, calculated miles per gallon 17.43. And based on the computer view, it's the same, so 17.4. Now, during this time, it shows my average speed of being about 20 miles per hour. I did use a bunch of different modes just playing around with the new truck. So all this does need to be taken into account. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen as the truck gets broken in. I plan on doing some specific tests with different modes on a controlled lap around my city. So there's lots of stuff coming up. It's really exciting time. I'm not going to bomb you with every time I fill up my tank, but every other one, every third, or if something special happens. So, again, I may try doing a lap around my city, which is about 60 miles on eco, and then filling up and doing it on regular, and then filling up again and do it on sport just to see what changes. And then for those of you who are thinking about putting a camper on the top, I will be doing a specific test for that. Probably have a run up to pick it up and then a run back down, similar miles, similar terrain, and see what it is. So make sure to subscribe. Really exciting things coming up.
No roar!